Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Christina. Okay, test, just seeing if y'all can hear me. Good morning, Luz. Morning, Deirdre. Yes, it is. I was just thinking about that, Deirdre. All right, let me just make sure that you all are seeing me. Thank you for sharing. Somebody let me know if you have sound, please. I'm still sharing myself. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Rick. Okay, I don't see any comments yet. Rick says yes. All right, I will take that as a message that you do hear me. Okay, one more share. Sharing is caring. Okay, I have sound. Thank you, Luz. Good morning, Alex on Periscope. And the sound is fine. Yeah, it gave me a message that my mic was muted. And I'm going, I hope not. I really hope not. Okay, let me get a little closer to the mic, and maybe that'll let it know that I'm here. All right. Get back out of what I was doing with the sharing and get to where you all are. There you are. Oh, you beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Josie. Good morning, honey. It's so good to see all of you. Robert Dosa, good morning. I hope you're doing well, my friend. We are winding down the year, aren't we? It's amazing. It just seems to be barreling forward. It's what I feel. It's like we're on that roller coaster and there's no stopping it. We've only got one more day after today. So don't forget, tomorrow morning, y'all are going to be on here with me, and let's celebrate. Let's really go into this next year knowing that we're in a better space, knowing that we don't want to keep going the way we're going. We don't want to keep living in the fear and focused on a disease. Let's focus on what we do want. Let's really manifest what it is that we want in our lives. Sophia, good afternoon to you in Stockholm. And Deirdre says it's New Year's Eve. I like that. We're going to just celebrate this year out of here, aren't we? Good morning, Grace Isis. Yes, we are sitting in love. Good morning, Hope. Oh, it's so great to see all of you. Kathy, you're driving into work, but tuning into Cuppa. And yes, let's focus for the future. I think that's where our energy needs to go right now. It's not on politics or vaccines or whatever the world is swirling around in. Let's just focus on love. And I'm really feeling that, every year when we get to this point of a year, we always look back, and some people don't want to look back. They're like, oh no, I don't want to see what was back there. but it's there in our mind, in our subconscious. So, what are we going to react and respond to? Are we going to react to, we had 366 days of misery, or are we going to react and respond to, you know what? I found my family. I found some really beautiful support this year. I found my purpose. I found what I want in my life. Do any of you feel that way? Does anybody else besides me feel like I've really, really found where I belong? For all these years, I've been living kind of day to day, kind of like, I know that there's a purpose. I know that I'm putting one foot in front of the other, but the vision was kind of blurry. So now the vision's very clear. My vision has cleared up in 2020. And isn't that, yeah, that's kind of like a pun, right? 2020 vision. I think we all, yeah, Deirdre, you're saying it perfectly. Let's see if I can put you up there. 2020 brought perfect vision to my purpose for the first time in my whole life. I think you're speaking for all of us. I think that's what we're all feeling. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but that's what I feel. I feel like, yeah, this year, with all of its ups and downs, with all of the disasters and the deaths and the illnesses, it really brought in and made it clear to us what we are all about, didn't it? And I know that many are not seeing that. Many are not seeing it that way. But those of us who have really found this support in each other understand. We just get it. That's what we're supposed to be doing, is being here for each other, feeling the oneness. That's what we found. This group is like a symbol of oneness of the whole collective, because nobody here feels like they're better than or less than. Everybody is equal. We are all the same in this pod. Every one of us are exactly the same. Well, maybe little Levi's a little smaller. He's our littlest pea, but we're all equal. And that's what the oneness is all about. It's that equality, and not one person wanting to have full attention. We all give attention to each other, and we all give love to each other. And we just surround each other. When one of us hurts, we all feel that pain, and we gather around and to swaddle that person that's hurting so that they can be just as bright as the rest of us. Everyone is shining their light exactly the same. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being in this pod. Robert says he's multitasking and listening to you doing a bunch of other stuff on my laptop. Okay, I like that though, Robert. That's pretty cool. Charlie, tomorrow morning I have a doctor's appointment for a test at 7:30. I probably will be a little late. We'll wait for you, Charlie. How's that? And we'll pray for that test that you're having as well, and wanting only the best for you. Good morning, Julie. Kiss. Julie, how's our Linda doing today? I don't know if you've spoke to her or heard from her, but we keep Linda a kiss in our prayers always. Sally De La Rosa. Good morning, sweet Sally. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you've had some Levi cuteness in your vision lately. I don't know if you live right there where Levi is, but I know that he's adorable. And if I was that great grandma, I would certainly be wanting a daily dose of him. And Hope says, what a beautiful ceremony last night. Thank you, Teri and Auntie Jean, for hosting. I'm so glad you were there, Hope. And those of you that attended, thank you. Thank you for being there at the ceremony. Thank you for releasing. And we can continue to release. Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, every day we pick up more of those low vibrations, and we decide, what are we going to do now? Am I going to hold on to that low vibration? Am I going to let that be what my focus is and rule me? Or am I going to say, nope, I know that I don't have to hold this energy. I don't have to keep bringing this forward in my life. I have choices. I have the power to decide if I'm going to be in that prison of the low vibration, or am I going to jump onto the playground and just let everything be free, slide down those slides, and just really enjoy this life that I'm here, that I'm having? We're here. There's nothing we can do about it. We're here. Am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to enjoy the ride and allow myself to have fun and excitement in my life? All of those possibilities that are out there, can I look at it and say, yes, I want that? Not that I'm tied down and can't do anything. That's what the low vibration does to us. It wraps us in chains. But when we get into the possibilities, when we start dreaming, then it just frees our soul, and it frees us to do whatever it is we want to do. So I want to look at your comments. Kathy says, yes, I love this family. And cheers to the whole family. And Charlie says, yes, yes, yes. I finally found out who the hell I really am and found out that you have to love yourself. Thank you, Charlie. And we have somebody from EWN. Good morning. Oh, it's Diana. Good morning, Diana. And Sally says, yes, 2020 was the year we were allowed to see all we have seen in an effort to move us into our truest of purposes. It sure did that. Rick Morrow says, I'm grateful to wake up in the morning. I love that comment, Rick. Oops, that was Sally. It skipped on me. Okay, this is the one I love. For years now, I've woken up with gratitude. I've woken up and been very grateful for a day to be alive, for a day to have purpose and meaning, and say, what can I do today? How can I make a difference today? But this year, something shifted, didn't it? This year, it's more than just waking up and saying, oh, I'm alive. It's waking up and saying, you know what? I matter. This is what 2020 taught so many of us. I matter. I'm important. And then you come on and greet each other and love on each other. So I just love that 2020 gave us this kind of vision. It gave us this beautiful family that gathers and loves on each other daily. I love that. So let's see what else we got. Yes, and Sally, the me too was too grateful to wake up in the morning. I love it. And Diana says, the more the world tries to create separation, the more the love magnet pulls us together. Thank you. Beautiful words, Diana. It certainly does. We can respond in two ways. We can either give in to that separation and feel lonely and all alone and isolated, or we can know the truth that's in our heart, the truth that we are never alone. We always have each other. We always have our beautiful angels. I just love my angels. I finished the book that we're working on in the book club. It's called Walking with My Angels. And if y'all haven't read that book, wow, such beautiful confirmation that angels are with us always, that they're going to guide us, they're going to help us, they're going to protect us. I just love it. Kathy Hand is asking us a question. Did you all see the purple glow around me and Bob last night? I certainly did. I noticed that purple glow, and I noticed your beautiful smile, Kathy, and the joy that was coming from you. And I loved your fire. That was an awesome fire that you and your hubby built outside. And thank you for showing us that gorgeous moon. Jean and I walked outside with little Ringo after the chanting last night. Wow, that moon was powerful. And, I know it's a photography thing. When you take a picture of the moon, if it's very bright, there's usually a blue dot, that green dot that appears. It was the weirdest thing when I took the last picture that I took of the moon before I went inside. There were two of those dots, and they weren't dots. They were like weird. So, yeah, I have that picture that's just very interesting, the flashes and the things that happen with the moon energy. And purple, Kathy, I think I had sent you that message. Purple is Divine Mother energy. Divine Mother really, I feel like, is holding our hands as we go into this next year, as we turn that corner and go into another phase of our life. We are so supported. We're shown the love just in bucketfuls. So I'm so happy that purple showed up for you, and I feel like you're royalty. That's what I felt like when I saw that purple all around you. Tammy Fisk, good morning to you. And Diana says, there I am. I figured how to be me finally. Good morning. Good morning, Diana. And Christina says, definitely feel thankful for this pod and for sharing. 2020 stripped down facades and showed true natures. For me, that was a mixed bag. Lots of extremes and opposites this year. It really did, Christina. It really showed us the best and the worst in people, didn't it? Yeah. And I think that's what we look at when we say we can either be in a prison or playground. Those are extremes. Those are extremes of being and of existing and living. So it really just opened our eyes. It opened everyone's eyes to who am I, and how do I want to live my life? And am I living up to my full potential? I think that came out so clearly. Am I living to my full potential? Am I doing what I came here to do? And when I realized, and it was thinking not in the middle of 2020, that I realized that this was the year that I was going to live to my full potential, it was kind of scary, I have to tell you. When we get that message loud and clear that there's this huge mission, and that we don't have to eat the elephant all at one time, that it is a huge mission, but it's going to happen day by day. And that's what I felt every day. I just wake up and live my mission and live my purpose and do that which I came here to do. And I think so many of us are realizing that. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be this huge thing that is out there. It can be just living in peace and harmony with yourself. That can be your purpose. That can be your mission. It's adding to the collective energy of love and light. And you're all certainly doing that. I'm so proud of this family. I am so proud of every P that shows up every day and adds to the collective energy. Yes, irony at its best, right? We can't get somebody to show their name. That isn't that the irony? We want to be seen, and that's what 2020 has shown us. We can be seen, that it can happen, to persevere, that it doesn't have to be a time of hiding. It doesn't have to be a veil that's over us. 2020 showed us that desire, that we want to know. We want to know who's who. We want to know who we are. And so, Diana, I know you're going to break through. I know you're going to get on here as yourself, and we're waiting. And Charlie says, yes, I saw the purple glow. I was wondering if you saw it. Yeah, it was beautiful. And Sally says, you don't live near Levi. Okay, he's about 20 minutes away, but my daughter and granddaughter bring him to the center once a week. Oh, I bet you so look forward to those weekly visits. Yeah, he is so amazing. I love the energy coming from Levi. And, I was thinking about Levi and the pregnancy that seemed to just keep going, right? Like the Energizer Bunny. It's like, I'm just going to keep going with this pregnancy. And I thought, well, we are barreling forward to this new year. And it feels like a pregnancy that is finally, we're in the labor pains now. It's finally going to produce this amazing, beautiful energy that we're going to wake up and it's not 2020 anymore, but we have something new to play with and to look forward to. And just because it's a new date is not going to automatically mean that all that energy got cleared from this current 2020 year. So it's still a daily progress and a daily task to make sure that hucha is clear. And we talked about that at the fire ceremony. Every day there's going to be something that happens. There's going to be more low vibration that can potentially come into our field. That's what my shaman referred to as the hucha. So every day we have an opportunity, don't we? We're not going to look at it as a burden. It's an opportunity to look at that energy and to stand up to it and say, no, I'm not going to stay in that energy. So I'm excited. I'm excited because I feel like so many of us, we've had our eyes open and we know how to move forward. Okay, Julie says, Linda Kiss is a little sad. We talked yesterday. She lost all her hair from her treatments. Her daughter has been with her for a week. I pray for her every day. Thank you, everyone, for the prayers. Thank you for sharing with us, Julie. I know we've been lifting her up in the mornings, and I'm praying that there will be a turnaround there, and I'm praying that she can keep her energy high and keep her vibration high. And we're going to just keep sending love arrows her way. We're going to send out to her so much love. Just like we wrap up all of our members in love, we're going to wrap her up as well. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Luz says, I'm grateful for getting up every day, that I met so many spiritual people and leaders. Thank you, Luz, and you're one of those. You are a leader, and that's what I want to share. There is not one leader. We are all equal. And I said that earlier. In this pod, everybody is equal. And it's just like when we talk about having spiritual gifts, we all have them. We all have the same access to every spiritual gift there is. That's our birthright. So just like being in this pod, you all have a birthright in being here. And that birthright is that we're all equal. We're all the same. Okay, so Christina, we're talking about walking with my angels. She says it's a good book, lots of great stories in it. The author will be with us today. Keith Leon S. will be joining us today on the book club. You know, when I met Keith and then I learned about his journey, and I was reading the end of the book last night, and I didn't realize that I knew he'd had a lot of experiences, but I didn't know to what extent he'd had the experiences that he's had. I knew that he was connected with angels, and that's what drew me to him. That's why I was introduced to him, was our common love of the angels and experiences with the angels. But I think last night it hit me. This man talks to Jack Canfield. They're friends. He talks to Michael Beckwith. And here he is, this down-to-earth, yes, I'll come to your book club person that just comes in and talks to us. So it really opened my eyes even more that it doesn't matter if you're talking to somebody that's your close friend that you've known your whole life, or if it's Matthew McConaughey. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. They're all equal. And, they may have these experiences with people that we all look up to and know and see as, somebody that's making a big difference in the world. We're all the same. And the fact that Keith has agreed to come and meet with us in the book club, just to sit and chat with us and talk, I think that's pretty amazing that he also sees that he sees us as equals, not as, we're not a Michael Beckwith, or we're not, phone's ringing. Yeah, we're not the Dalai Lama. He's still going to come and sit and talk to us. And I love that. I love that about him. I love that about the book, that it showed us that angels guide. He checks in with them all the time. And I think that reinforced to me that I'm on the right path too with my angels and checking in with them every day. So come meet this man today. If you haven't talked to him and you haven't met with him, just come and see the beauty that just shines from him and shows us humility and shows us that we are all equal. I think that's our big message today here on this show. We're all equal. There's no one greater than or lesser than or better than. And let's get back to the comments. Isabel, good morning, darling. Wendy's here. Oh my gosh, Wendy, it just so blesses my heart when you come in. Thank you for being here with us today. I love you so much. Catherine says, when I burned my paper last night, it had been green and yellow flames. Really cool. I wonder what they mean. Well, I've been working with color a lot. And so green is a connection with nature. It's a connection with the elementals and really grounding energy. Yellow is clearing the past, clearing past lives, clearing DNA energy. So, Catherine, it looks like you were just shooting out all that stuff out of your life. You were shooting out not being grounded, and you were getting rid of anything that was holding you down that was in your past. So congratulations. I'm so glad you burned your paper. And Diana says, 2020 has been an absolutely amazing adventure. It most certainly has. I am grateful for 2020 myself. I'm grateful for finding my purpose. I'm grateful for this beautiful adventure that I'm on, our journey of healing that we are on, and the Peace on Earth tour. as I tootle around the country and get to meet all of you beautiful people in person, get real hugs from you, sit at the dinner table and have the deep conversations, and just be able to see each other. That's been amazing for me. So you're right. It has been an absolutely amazing adventure. Kathy says, we see everyone's true colors. We certainly do. Thank you. We certainly have our eyes open. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. So good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for being on here this morning. And Wendy says, let me see, our county has declared a major incident due to the highest surge of COVID. Our hospitals are full, and people are in the car park in our local hospital receiving treatment. I still have to go to work, but I'm anxious as coworkers off with COVID. So sorry, honey. I know Jean had that here in El Paso before I came. That's why I was delayed getting here, because all the hospitals were full. They were bringing in trucks to haul out the ones that had passed from COVID. Yeah, it's really a tough time, darling, and our thoughts and our prayers are going out to you, having to go into that environment, going outside of your home and back into the work environment. So Wendy, just know you're being lifted up and surrounded, and please use the shield of Archangel Michael and call in Michael's energy to protect you. That's what we all have to be aware of and pay attention to right now, is that Michael will do that, but let's just shield ourselves with that energy. So do the shield of Archangel Michael every day, whether you draw it physically or you draw it with your fingers, whatever you need to do, just call in that energy of protection. And Diana says, Steve's favorite saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Absolutely. I love that. And I love that visual, not just the elephant, not eating an elephant, but the visual of whatever that thing that you see as huge that's in front of you. It's like, oh my gosh, how do I tackle that? How do I deal with that? Well, you don't deal with it all at one time. You persistently go forward into whatever you're doing. Let your momentum take you through whatever that challenge is. I call them fires. Whatever your fire is, it might be raging out of control like some of the forest fires did earlier this year, but you handle it one little step at a time. That's all we have to do. Sean Reed, good morning to you from Canada. Thank you for being here with us. Let me see, I'm getting behind in the comments. So I've noticed the time, and y'all can start putting in your prayer requests if you have some. Go ahead and put those in the comments. And da-da-da, you know what time it is. So let's put our numbers from 1 to 12 in there, and let's see what energy is working with us today. All right. Yes, Kathy, it is absolutely 2020 vision. Sally says, I've been doing a ton of waking up to working directly with the angels, and I'm so grateful for their presence within my life. Me too, Sally. And Sally and I met yesterday, and we've got some exciting things that you're going to start hearing about. I am just beyond excited. I was telling Ruth about it yesterday, Sally, and I can't wait for the creation that's going to come forward. Linda says, my COVID results were negative. This is one time when negative is a good thing. Absolutely, and I already knew it, Linda. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I just had that intuitive feel that you were okay. And I'm so glad that the test confirmed that. And Kathy says, prayers for Linda Kiss. sending positive vibes for encouragement to not give up. Love you all. Thank you. I'm walking into work now. Kathy, we love you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And if you're still with us, Kathy, go ahead and pick a number and put that in there. Let's see what the angels want for a number this morning. Christina says, I was thinking the same last night, actually. The list of places and people he has spoken with. Oh, Keith Leon S. I was like, wow, so glad to get the chance to speak with him, not once, but twice. Yeah, and we had homework. We're supposed to have the answer to the question. And I was reading the question last night, and I'm like, wow, I think I need to put some thought into this because we're going to be discussing that today. And so I'm ready for that book club. I'm ready to explore and listen and hear what you all have to say that come in with us. And anybody's welcome to come into the book club. It's Soul Food Book Club, and we meet at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And Charlie says, it should be a good time at the book club. I'm going to try to be there today. Awesome. Christina says, my sister got a negative after having it. So glad for the both of you. And Sally, I love that. That's your song for 2021, True Colors. True Colors. Was that the song that I was singing this morning? I got up singing a song. I don't remember now what it was. And True Colors is your 2021 song. Let's do that. Let's make it a 2021 song. Absolutely. And Wendy, you always call on Archangel Michael. Yeah. I don't care if I'm just walking down the street. I'm like, Michael, cover me, please. Yeah, absolutely. Every day. All right, let me get on with the comments because it's time for the prayers. Lou says, I went to the cemetery yesterday with my daughters and her kids to visit my parents. And when I took the picture, they were being beamed by a white light and that surrounded them, and the light was green and yellow. Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens with our colors today. And Linda's going ahead and saying it's going to be yellow. So she's choosing 12, Isabel 4, Deirdre 3 with green. Lou is green and yellow, 10. Sally 3, yellow. Rick, yellow. And Lou says prayers for everyone and their loved ones. Marietta says the best way to deal with our challenges is to accept, let me put it up so I can read it, is to accept whatever comes across our paths in the most positive way without resisting or clinging to the past. Then set out the intention to align with spirit, with love, and then show our faith and trust to allow the power of love to flow through us. Accept, align, allow. I love that, Marietta. And I love that you taught me that earlier this year when I got to meet you. That was such a monumental time in my life, was meeting you. And I was with Ruth and Deb when Deb introduced you to us. And those 3 words have made such a difference in my life. Accept, align, allow. The AAA that you can take with you anywhere you go. And I certainly do. I certainly take it along the way with me on this journey. Thank you, Marietta, for your beautiful light that you shine to us. And Deirdre says, prayers for our Angelic River family. Continue prayers for Tony and Hope's healing, for Gaia, and for world peace. I don't see my Jean Loriot on here this morning. I told her that if she needed to sleep in this morning to do so, that her body needs rest right now. So let's lift our Jean up this morning in our prayer circle. Let's surround her with love and send her some love today. Just send her a message, or if you're on the Morning Cuppa group on Facebook, just shout out love to our Jean today. Let's lift her up and show her how much she is loved. I can't remember, was it Gabby that nicknamed her the mountaintop guru? Well, she certainly is. That woman has so much wisdom and so much love and compassion. I love her so much. She has shown me what true acceptance is, what true unconditional acceptance and love is. And I tell you what, she's a jewel. She really is. So show her some love, please, today. Let's surround our Jean with love and lift her up in our circle. And Charlie says prayers for 3 purple. Okay, well, let's see if the angels choose that. Let's see if they want us to be number 3 today. And Deirdre, I love that. 2021's version of AAA. Accept, align, allow. Okay, and Hope is on and says prayers for Erica getting Aurora Rose. I'm sorry, that was Charlie. Prayers for Erica getting Aurora Rose vaccine today. Yes, let's lift her up as she's getting the vaccination today. And Hope says prayers for the entire Angelic River family. Love you all. Well, we love you, darling. Thank you for being here with us. And Deirdre's sending Jean love. Christina says prayers for Wendy, Julie Kiss and family, for Ruth, for my friend Jennifer and her family, who all tested positive yesterday, for Hope, Gabby, Lily, Isabel, Luke, our beautiful Jean, to rest and then awake feeling renewed and refreshed, our dear Sharon, and all here or anywhere who need some prayers. And let's keep our Gabby lifted up for sure. I know she's getting some needed rest right now. It was so good to see all of us P's just gather around her yesterday and really love her back into a good vibration. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who surrounded her. And Charlie said the prayers were for Erica, not for 3 purple. Okay. It's early, Charlie. We understand. We get it. But I'm feeling that 3 is our number. The angels are showing me 3. So we're going to go down 3 cards today. And let's see what that card is and see what that color is. And we're getting closer to the training. The training is Saturday for Angelic Gems, Energy, Clearing, and Release. And you all are going to be learning all about these beautiful energies that are working with us and learning more about the colors and what they clear. I know I'm sharing some of it with you each morning, but we really go in depth in that training class. So Tammy says purple. All right, so there was 1 card. And there went the purple card, so it's not purple. It is green. The card is green, and it's the energy of nature. So obviously, there's some grounding that we need to do here, people. We really do need to ground because we've got today and tomorrow left in this year to really fully release all of that energy and bring in this beautiful new year with a great vibration. Going forward into 2021, grounded, knowing who we are, seeing with that perfect 2020 vision that we can raise our vibration and our frequency, that we can be that bright light shining forward every day every day. January 1st is going to be another day. Yes, we turn a corner, but it's another day. So let's go into it with the energy of love, the energy of holding our light so brightly going into that year that it's going to expose anything that's low vibration that we can lift up and transmute. Sally says prayers for Tony as well to continue on her path, as well as Hope, Gabby, Stacy, and those in need today. Absolutely. Thank you, Sally. So let's go into the energy of green. Let's just focus our energy right now in our heart center and take a breath in. And when you take that breath, just feel the air going into your lungs. See the expansion as your energy field starts to expand out. And now release that energy. Release it out from you. And with this next breath in, what I'm seeing, oh my gosh, the angels just showed me a vision. They showed me like the aurora borealis, all of that looks like lava in the sky. And I'm seeing the green just really become dominant as it flows over all the other colors. So let's bring that beautiful green energy forward and let it cover us. Just let the green swirl wherever it goes in your body. Just let it swirl in there. Just have that vision of the aurora borealis energy, that magnificence, and then just let the energy come to you. Feel where it's at in your body as that green energy comes forward. It's got a movement to it. It's not stagnant. And what it's doing is coming in. I feel like it's coming in at the bottom of our feet. Envision that you're standing on grass, the green grass, the lush, beautiful green energy that's underneath your feet. Just let that energy, that green energy, flow up through the bottom of your feet. Now watch it as it rises higher. You may feel it like a zap. It might come in there powerfully to clear, or it may be just a subtle rising of that energy. Sometimes it just explodes like a soft, powdery explosion that's going on. But it's doing its job. It's clearing. And that's what I'm feeling right now with those of you who are really taking in that energy of green. You're allowing it to clear anything that's throwing you off balance. I feel a lot of it still in the root chakra. The root chakra is our foundation. If our foundation is strong, we're going to move forward in a very confident way. We're going to know who we are, like we were talking about earlier. Who am I? What is that purpose that I have? So just keep the green moving. See it with your mind's eye. Is it swirling around in a circle? Or is it just doing that lava flow of energy where it just sways and moves to wherever it wants to go? Just allow it. Align with the energy of yourself, your higher self. Align with who you truly are. And then let this energy come forward wherever it wants to go inside of you. It's helping to bring a balance to you so that when you stand on your 2 feet, you're not wobbly. You're not feeling the sway that things are knocking you forward or backward or side to side. You're very confident in yourself. And the more you allow this green energy to just float throughout your body, Just envision that you're one of those lava lamps and that green is just keeps swirling wherever it needs to go. It's going to touch any part of you that's not grounded, any part of you that's wobbling a little bit and saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving of being happy or healthy, I'm not deserving of love. Let the green cover those words. See them being painted over by this beautiful grounding energy today. And then see it as it still is at the bottom in the root chakra. And just watch it as it goes down into Mother Earth and pulls on some of those crystals. And I'm feeling a very powerful tourmaline today. So it's pulling the tourmaline energy upward. The tourmaline deflects off negativity. So as you are grounding in who you are and what you are, and the fact that you are worthy, the tourmaline is helping to push away any thoughts and any energy that's trying to tell you that you're not worthy, that you're not safe. So with these two powerful energies, the healing green grounding energy and the beautiful tourmaline protective energy, start to feel yourself now getting stronger. Feel the energy in your legs. Your knees are not wobbly anymore. You're standing up strong and straight, and you know who you are. That veil is no longer there. There's nothing covering up who you are anymore. You are just beautiful, amazing, powerful energy. Allow it. Allow that energy in. And just take a moment to be immersed in the green energy. Visualize that grass. Place your bare feet on the grass. Now just test your legs again. Are they sturdy? Do you feel confident in who you are? Do you know that you're a spark of the divine? That you can do anything you want to do? I love that the color today is green. And as I just visualize every one of you, I'm seeing you as that green pea in our pod. The pod that you are immersed in is grounding itself. It's letting you know you're safe, letting you know you're loved, letting you know that you're in the right place. Now let's bring that green energy up to our hearts, breathing it in to that heart center and feeling very secure in the fact that you are loved. And let's send that love now out into the world. Let's send it over every prayer request that was brought forth. Let's send it over every inhabitant of earth, whether that's human, animal, or a beautiful nature. The waterways, blessing the water that we drink every day, that we bathe in. And now let's hold each other in love, focusing on green, letting that green really cover everyone that's here. And let's send out some green love today, some green hearts. Hearts that say, You are worthy. You are worthy. You are enough. And I love you. So we're going to give some gratitude and we're going to give some love to each other. We're going to do that at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. You are so precious to me. And I want you all, every one of you, to know you are worthy. You're worthy of this love. You're worthy of whatever comes forward for you, that vision that you are seeing. Yes, that's your vision. That's your purpose. Go for it. We're your cheerleaders. We're all surrounding you. We're not going to let you fall down. So go for whatever that vision is, whatever your purpose is. Walk right into it, one step at a time. I saw something with Linda. Linda saw a vision of all of us in canoes shaped like a pea pod. Linda, I love that vision. And Catherine, you saw green and yellow. Hi, Becky. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you all for the love. I'm just seeing so much love today. Everybody's shouting it out. Gratitude and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the green hearts, Luz. That's it. Let's send green hearts to each other all day today. Just focus on green today. Focus on being very centered and balanced and bring yourself to that beautiful place as we go forward into the day. I love you so much. And don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow we're partying. Again, it's a pea party here in the pod. So the link will be in Angelic River Family. It's the same one I always use. So if you're familiar with coming onto Zoom with me, then you can find that easily. And here we go. Okay, we got some of the namaste y'alls going on. I love this. I love you all so much. I really pray that your day is beautiful, that whatever happens today, you're able to pull yourself through that. If it's a fire, just keep on walking and know that you're safe in the arms of Archangel Michael, and you're safe in this pea pod that we got going on. With all of us the same, we're all worthy. Yes, Isabel, tomorrow we're partying at the pea pod. We're celebrating welcoming in 2021 and letting go of all of 2020. So be there tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern. And the link will be in Angelic River Family. Just come be with us. I love you so much, and I'll see you later.